From stories across the globe to stories here at home, this is the National News Broadcast. A very good evening to you. I'm Sharifa Tahir.
A very good evening indeed. I'm Charita Minuprarachi, and here are today's headlines. The Indian president says that the Indian visit of the Sri Lankan president is an intrusion in the historic relationship between the two countries. The Defence Secretary says that the army camps in the north will not be withdrawn. A full investigation into the alleged abduction of a female Swiss embassy official. Wild elephant threats in many villages including Iban Katua in Tambul. The existing rainy weather condition is to continue. The suspect who conducted a terror attack on a London bridge has been identified.
We move on to those and other stories in detail now. Indian President Nath says that the Indian visit of the Sri Lankan president has marked a new intrusion in the historic relationship between the two countries. He made these remarks at a banquet hosted in honor of the Sri Lankan president last night. The Indian president at the dinner further said that the long-standing friendship between the two countries will become a strength for the forward march in the region. President Nath also said that the policy statement on the future of Sri Lanka would result in a tremendous upheaval of all sectors in the country. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa said on this occasion that bilateral relations should be further strengthened. The two leaders have also focused attention to enhance living conditions of peoples in both countries. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa has arrived at the Sri Lankan High Commissioner's office in India this afternoon and planted a mango sapling in the embassy premises to symbolize his Indian visit. The president was engaged in a discussion with the High Commission officials and has pointed out an importance of engaging in ambassadorial duties in a manner to enhance bilateral cooperation. Sri Lankan High Commissioner in India, Austin Fernando, and the staff of the embassy were also present on the occasion.
Two friends who undergone training in the same camp in India as army staff officers have once again met each other as political friends today. However, they have not met to discussion on political issues. One of the friends was the present president of Sri Lanka, Gotabaya Rajapaksa. The other was the State Minister of Transport and Highways of India, Dr. General V.K. Singh. They have not met alone but was accompanied by 15 other army officials. The meeting was entirely a cordial dialogue with reminiscence of the past. Many of the officials who took part in the dialogue were officials of the Indian peacekeeping force engaged in duties in Sri Lanka. The friends have departed, cultivating new friendship. We see these past bonds of friendship as a gigantic boulder which reinvigorates the national security of the two countries.
No court has made more than 15, 16 lessons. This court made 30 lessons.
Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa has met the Secretary to the Ministry of Defence, Chief of Defence Staff, commanders of the three armed forces and the acting IGP at the Temple Trees yesterday. Defence Secretary Major General Kamal Gunaratne called on Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa last evening. This was the first occasion the Defence Secretary had an official meeting with the Prime Minister upon him swearing in the post of Prime Minister. The Defence Secretary has presented a souvenir to the Prime Minister on this occasion. Chief of Staff of Defence Admiral Ravindra Vijayagunawardene has also met Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa last evening. He has also presented a souvenir to the Prime Minister to commemorate the meeting. Army Commander Lieutenant General Shavindra Silva also met Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa at the Temple Trees last evening. This was also the first occasion of the Army Commander meeting the Prime Minister on the official level. Navy Commander Vice Admiral P.L. De Silva has also called on Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa yesterday. The Navy Commander has also presented a souvenir on this occasion. A meeting between Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa and the Air Force Commander Air Marshal Sumangala Dias also took place at the Temple Trees yesterday. This was the first official discussion between the Air Force Commander and the Prime Minister upon the Prime Minister assuming duties in the post. Acting IGP also met Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa last evening. Prime Minister's Secretary Gamini Senarat was also present on this occasion.
And meanwhile, the Defence Secretary Major General Kamal Gunaratne says that they are not prepared to bring down national security according to the statements of the political parties and to remove army camps. He made these remarks after venerating the Sri Dalanda Maligava today. The Defence Secretary was welcomed by the awarded Nilame Pradeep Nilangadala upon arrival at the Dalanda Maligava premises. Major General Kamal Gunaratne has sought the blessings of the sacred tooth relic after worshipping. Defence Secretary Major General Kamal Gunaratne says that the stance of the government is that the armed forces should remain in places where state security has to be consolidated. He added that accordingly they are not willing to withdraw camps according to the request of any person and to bring down national security. The Defence Secretary further said that the existence of army camps does not cause harm to anybody, but it provides service to all the general public. Major General Kamal Gunaratne has recalled how during the time of the war, when somebody was indisposed, it was the army camp personnel who brought the patient to the hospital. The army camp has also rendered immensely to enhance the living condition of the poor people living around the camps. The army officers in these camps had also become instrumental in providing the necessary school books and uniforms to the poor children in the area. The camp personnel had also conducted workshops to the students through participation of able teachers. The Defence Secretary further said that they will continue to assist people in these areas to confront any threat from LTTE or any such organization. The archaeological remains in the north and the east are the pride of the nation. Our government will not allow the destruction of such natural treasures. He further said that the archaeological heritage belonging to any ethnic group should be safeguarded, and that is the vision of the President and the Prime Minister. He added that intelligence divisions thereafter. Defence Secretary Major General Kamal Gunaratne has visited the Asgiri Mahavihara and called upon Mahanayak Thera of the Asgiri chapter, Most Venerable Warakagoda Sri Nyaratana Thera, to seek blessings. Later on, he met Mahanayaka Thera of the Malwatu chapter, Most Venerable Tibbatwave Sri Srumangala Thera at the Malwatu Mahavihara and received blessings.
The Sri Lanka police has commenced a comprehensive investigation into the alleged incident of the abduction of an official in the office of the Embassy of Switzerland. The Criminal Investigation Department has enlightened the Swiss ambassador to provide necessary information in this regard. Accordingly, the Embassy of Switzerland has handed over information to the CID yesterday. A team of officials of the Colombo Crime Division and Police Close-Up Camera Division have been deployed to assist in the investigation. It has been pointed out that it is totally false to accuse the officials of the CID regarding the incident. The police headquarters say that statements to this effect amounts to misguide the investigations. The CID has been instructed to take into custody immediately the relevant suspects in this connection. Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa said that according to how it was reported to him, a statement has still not been given until last night. The relevant female official has also not been presented. He added that investigations were continued even without not having a statement. The CCTV cameras were monitored until yesterday. The Prime Minister further said that he was told to hand over a report in this connection as well. The Prime Minister added that he met the ambassador also and requested him to extend support to conduct the inquiry. It is not possible to conduct an investigation without receiving a complaint. Therefore, an identification of suspects is also not possible. The Prime Minister said that, however, they strongly condemn incidents of this nature. He added that there is no possibility of such incidents taking place in the country.
President Secretary P.B. Jayasundara has informed Chairman and Board of Directors of all government institutions to resign. He has notified the relevant personnel in this connection through a letter forwarded to the Ministry Secretaries. The letters is said to have mentioned the fact of President Gotabaya Rajapaksa's notification to appoint appropriate officials to the board of directors of constituted representative institutions and the companies owned by the government. The President's office further said that the Ministry Secretaries have also been informed to maintain daily activities until the appointment of new chairman and board of directors to these institutions. Specialist physician Dr. Ms. Leilani Rajapaksa says that the World Health Organization has certified the fact that Sri Lanka has eliminated dissemination of the affliction of HIV to child from mother. She further says that Sri Lanka is the third country in the Asia-Pacific region which has received this certification. A walk has been jointly organized by the Ministry of Health and the National Sexual Disease and AIDS Control Program. They enlightened the general public in parallel to the World AIDS Day. The march will commence from the Campbell Park has ended in the Colombo Municipal Council premises. Representatives from the WHO, Family Planning Association, state and non-governmental organizations took part in the event. Chief invitee of this occasion was the Director General of Health Services, Specialist Physician Dr. Anil Jasinghe.
The Department of Meteorology says that the prevailing rainy weather condition may continue in the next few days as well. The meteorology reports forecasts of heavy rainfall between 100 and 150 millimeters in the northern, north-central, northwestern, Sabaragamuwa and central provinces, as well as in certain locations in the Trincomalee district. Fairly heavy showers of 100 millimeters could also occur in the western and southern provinces and in some places in the Badulla district. Director of the Department of Meteorology, Anusha Varnasuri, said that northeastern monsoon across the island has been stabilized. As a result, rainfall may occur at any time in the northern, eastern, north-central and Ubur provinces. In the other parts of the island, thunder showers in the afternoon and evening hours could be expected. An increase in the rainy weather conditions is anticipated due to minor disturbances in the lower atmosphere near the island. Meanwhile, the duty engineer in charge of the Ratkinda reservoir in Ulhitia Girandrukote, Nishant Daya, says that 7 sluice gates of the reservoir have remained open since last night. Our correspondent says that as a result, vehicle traffic is stalled due to the inundation of the Ulhitia bridge in the main road across Ratkinda. Several low-lying areas in the northern province have come under water due to incessant rains. A correspondent says Vavuniya district is also receiving heavy rainfall. It has also been reported that fishermen in Batticlaw were severely inconvenienced due to their inability to engage in fishing activities as a result of bad weather conditions. Many roads in the Ampara district were also inundated due to heavy rain. Vehicle traffic on the Savalakade-Kitangi road has been obstructed.
And a ceremony to felicitate former President Maithripala Sirisena has taken place in Polonnaruwa today. The event was organized by the farmers in the district. The former president said on this occasion that he will continue to remain in politics to serve the masses. A group of local government representatives and General Secretary of the Sri Lanka Freedom Party, Thasiri Jayasekara, also present. Former President Maithripala Sirisena said that he will serve the people and the country until his last breath. He added that nobody could stop this task. Former President also said that the most excellent service of a person born and live as a human being is the service of mankind. He also called upon all to join hands to develop Polonnaruwa and the country to commit themselves for the well-being of all tomorrow. He also extended his gratitude and the blessings of the Triple Gem to all.
It has been reported that people in many villages, including Iban Katue Dambulla, are facing the threat of wild elephants. The villagers say they are compelled to stay awake in fear of wild beasts home in the villages. The people further say that the wild elephants destroy their properties and also attempt to assault them. Their crops have also been severely damaged by these animals. The villages mostly affected also include Devahuva, Diggalla, Kiranakama, Ulukatavava and Habaratava. The villagers add that storming elephants even in daytime is a common scene. They request the authorities to provide a speedy solution to the problem. A 12-year-old female student in Allavava in Dimbulagala was killed due to a wild elephant attack around 3 o'clock this morning. A Silmata in an Aramaya in Naula was also killed by a wild elephant last night.
Meanwhile, the National Environmental Program is being implemented throughout the island continuously. The program is being carried out on a concept of President Gotabaya Rajapaksa. A campaign to clean the Galways Green and the adjacent beach has taken place with the assistance of the general public. It was conducted with the supervision of the Fort Police Station. The Ambalangata Police Station and the Urban Council have jointly implemented a program to clean the Ambalangata town. All roads as well as vegetable and fish stalls were cleaned under the program. The general public as well as school children also took part in this event. Leaflets were distributed to enlighten the general public on the importance of maintaining a clean environment. Police cycling teams were also deployed for the security of the town. Governor of the Sabaragama province, Tikitiko Bekadu, says that the clean city concept will be implemented throughout the Sabaragama province and especially in the Ratnapura and Kegal districts. Environmental police officials have been deployed in day and night duties in the Ratnapura town. Limits for the implementation of cleaning program. Programs to beautify the environment in the Hatton and Kotagala towns have also been implemented. Cleaning programs have also been conducted in parallel to this program under the supervision of the Pathana Police Station in Dimbula. Cutouts, banners and posters were removed. Exotic plants were planted in the Vavuniya town under the beautification program. The Vavuniya Municipal Council and the Traders Association and the police station are jointly conducting the program. The people were also educated on the need to preserve the environment. A Shramadana campaign was held in the Digana town near to clean the eliminate and dengue menace. The program was conducted under the Environmental Protection Program in the Teldania Police Division. The police station, the police officers, the health superintendent, divisional secretariat division officers, the Kundasale Pradesh Sabha, state and private institutions as well as voluntary organizations have also taken place in the clean-up campaign. A program to clean the Dehivala beach also took place today under the supervision of the Dehivala police station. The police in the area has extended the cooperation in this regard. Piles of garbage were collected from beach front Mount Lavinia. Senior SSP Modita Pusala and Director General of the Department of Coastal Conservation Prabhat Chandrakirti have also participated in the program.
Welcome back, and we move on to sports news now. The Sri Lankan weightlifting team participating in the 13th South Asian Sports Tournament will leave the island tomorrow. The team is comprised of 14 male and female competitors. The sports festival will commence in Kathmandu city, Nepal tomorrow. Under 28 sports categories, the Sri Lankan contingent is comprised of more than 600 sportsmen and women. The Sri Lankan weightlifting team have concluded final training yesterday. The Sri Lankan team is comprised of many sportsmen and women in the caliber of Indika Dissanayaka, Chintana Geethal Vidanage and Chaturanga Lakmal, who have secured many international level victories to Sri Lanka. The Sri Lankan team will be led by Indika Dissanayaka.
And with that, we conclude tonight's news. Do watch us tomorrow at the very same time.
Good night.